But Jordan, are you okay? Can you actually do such videos in Jordan and you'll be safe? Please be careful. Like, we really care about you. We don't want you to get hurt whatsoever. Yeah, buddy. Don't worry. I'm alright. And I will be okay. Don't worry. Like, first of all, I'm not in Saudi Arabia or Iran to be, like, challenged because of my comedy videos or something like that. And also, like, I have only 400 subscribers, for God's sake, or 420, alright? Nobody sees me whatsoever, and most of my audience are from the United States, so don't worry. Nobody will see these videos from Jordan whatsoever. Like, even my friends don't really watch it. So don't worry about this. I'll be alright. Thank you for caring. Are you guys ready for the new video? Let's watch together. Hey everybody, what's going on? This is your boy Jordan from Jordan, come to live directly on YouTube. I hope you guys like this small sketch I tried to do. I don't know if I'm that good at this or not, but yeah, it's just a trial. Thank you for being here, really thank you. Today we are going to do the one clip I'm waiting to do since I started this channel, but I was a little bit afraid. But then I thought, fuck it, I have to do it. So, it's George Carlin, religion is bullshit. Alright? Let's watch together.
That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
But in the bullshit department, a businessman can't hold a candle to a clergyman. Because I gotta tell you the truth, folks. I gotta tell you the truth. When it comes to bullshit, big time, major league bullshit, you have to stand in awe. In awe of the all-time champion of false promises and exaggerated claims, religion. No contest. No contest. Religion easily has the greatest bullshit story ever told. Think about it. Religion has actually convinced people that there's an invisible man living in the sky who watches everything you do every minute of every day.
This is my favorite part of the whole religion thing, okay, Like, I really appreciate religion as, like, stories to tell your children when they're growing up, like that there is an invisible man in the sky that he wants you to be a good person, This is like, it's really nice, but when you grow up, how can you keep, believing that? Like, literally believing it and like being so, blah about it, like, no, don't be silly, It's just, it's not that, it's not that literal, it's not literally there's a guy in the sky. It's a different kind of metaphor, it's just different. It's not a guy in the sky, I promise you, I don't, no, I just don't get it. I just don't fucking get it. Like, if you want to debate me in the comments down below, just please do that, okay? Because and be nice. Don't just go boxing on me. Like, I have enough problems to worry about, alright? So, let's keep watching.
And the invisible man has a special list of 10 things he does not want you to do. And if you do any of these 10 things, he has a special place full of fire and smoke and burning and torture and anguish, where he will send you to live and suffer and burn and choke and scream and cry forever and ever till the end of time. But he loves you.
Oh my god. So yeah, like, like, if you don't do what he says, he will put you in the fucking ground, and he will keep burning you until you die, and then he will like create you again, like your body will gain skin and meat again, and then he will burn you again until forever. But he loves you. This is like the best argument ever. Like he won't. If you do anything he doesn't like, he's gonna burn you. But he loves you. Don't forget about that. And just to be like, I want to take this from a very different perspective. Like from a perspective, actually, from a godly perspective. If there is a God, I want to believe that this God doesn't really care about what we do in our lives, because he's a God. He's like in another level. He's not supposed to care about humans and what they're doing. Like, this is just not convincing at all. Like, if you have like logical thinking in your brain, for you will be like, yeah, of course. Like, I don't want to hold God to my like human problems level. I don't want my God to care about who I'm fucking, for example, or what I eat. This is just like, just thinking about it. I'm not really saying anything. I'm just thinking. It's just, can I think? When I think about it, religion and thinking, it's not that. Alright, let's keep watching.
He loves you. He loves you, and he needs money. He always needs money. He's all powerful, all perfect, all knowing, and all wise. Somehow, just can't handle money.
Yeah, I can never understand this, but when you think about it, when you grow up and start seeing things around, you will figure out that, yeah, it's just some money-grabbing business. And, they don't pay taxes, for God's sake. In the United States, they don't pay taxes. You literally can open a store and call it the Church of Grocery. and just maybe this will not work, but yeah, I think it's an idea. The Church of Grocery. And then you don't have to pay taxes. And we start selling groceries there, and you will make money and no taxes whatsoever. I think that's a good idea to start in the United States, guys. Just go for it. Open up the Church of Groceries and start, hey, it's a church. People come to pray here, and I sell them things, Or the praying is, oh my God, what the fuck I'm talking about? Okay, let's keep going.
Religion takes in billions of dollars. They pay no taxes, and they always need a little more. Now, you talk about a good bullshit story. Holy shit. But, thank you very much. But I want you to know something. This is sincere. I want you to know, when it comes to believing in God, I really tried. I really, really tried. I tried to believe that there is a God who created each of us in his own image and likeness, loves us very much, and keeps a close eye on things. I really tried to believe that, but I gotta tell you, the longer you live, the more you look around, the more you realize.
Yeah, I'm like, if you just stop for a moment and just think about your life and the lives of everybody around you, and just like what's happening in the world, I'm like, what's going on, guys? Like, if there's a God, it's not supposed to be this hard. We're not supposed to die from fires in California, or like big tsunamis, or like hurricanes, or like diseases. All these things are like, they're real things. Like, if there's a God and he loves us, I don't think he wants us to die like that, like, or what do you guys think,
Something is fucked up. Something is wrong here. War, disease, death, destruction, hunger, filth, poverty, torture, crime, corruption, and the ice capades. Something is definitely wrong. This is not good work. If this is the best God can do, I am not impressed. Results like these do not belong on the resume of a supreme being. This is the kind of shit you'd expect from an office temp with a bad attitude. And just between you and me, in any decently run universe, this guy would have been out on his all-powerful ass a long time ago. And by the way, I say this guy because I firmly believe, looking at these
Oh my God.
there is a God that has to be a man. No woman could or...
Oh my God, this is fucking awesome. This is awesome. If there is a God, it has to be a man. I think I agree with this. Yeah, I totally agree. I don't think a woman can fuck things up this much, right? Nah.
No one would ever fuck things up like this.
Yeah.
So, if there is a God, if there is, I think most reasonable people might agree that he's at least incompetent and maybe, just maybe, doesn't give a shit. Doesn't give a shit, which I admire in a person and which would explain a lot of these bad results. So rather than be just another mindless religious robot, mindlessly and aimlessly and blindly believing that all of this is in the hands of some spooky, incompetent father figure who doesn't give a shit, I decided to look around for something else to worship, something I could really count on. And immediately, I thought of the sun. Happened like that. Overnight, I became a sun worshiper. Well,
I think that's how it started, you know? I think maybe one of the first religions of all time, since like what, maybe 10,000 years ago, it started with the sun, you know? People saw the sun, wow, this is beautiful, and it gives me, you know, life, and I like it, so they start praying for it, and that's what happens.
Not overnight, you can't see the sun at night. But first thing the next morning, I became a sun worshiper. Several reasons. First of all, I can see the sun, okay? Yeah. Unlike some other gods I could mention, I can actually see the sun. I'm big on that. If I can see something, I don't know, kind of helps the credibility along, you know? So every day I can see the sun as it gives me everything I need: heat, light, food, flowers in the park, reflections on the lake, an occasional skin cancer, but hey, at least there are no crucifixions, and we're not setting people on fire simply because they don't agree with us. Sun worship is fairly simple. There's no mystery, no miracles, no pageantry, no one asks for money, there are no songs to learn, and we don't have a special building where we all gather once a week to compare clothing. And the best thing about the sun, it never tells me I'm unworthy. Doesn't tell me I'm a bad person who needs to be saved. Hasn't said an unkind word. Treats me fine. So I worship the sun. But I don't pray to the sun. Know why? I wouldn't presume on a friendship. It's not polite. I've often thought people treat God rather rudely, don't you? Asking trillions and trillions of prayers every day, asking and pleading and begging for favors. Do this, give me that, I need a new car, I want a better job. And most of this praying takes place on Sunday. This day's off. It's not nice, and it's no way to treat a friend. But people do pray, and they pray for a lot of different things. You know, your sister needs an operation on her crotch.
It's always amazed me how many names do Americans have for the crotch. There's a lot of names. Maybe I know some of them, but yeah, there's a lot of names for that thing. It's really interesting. Like, why? I don't know how things get names. I don't know.
Your brother was arrested for defecating in a mall. But most of all, you'd really like to fuck that hot little redhead down at the convenience store. You know, the one with the eye patch and the club foot. Huh? Can you pray for that? I think you'd have to. And I say, fine, pray for anything you want. Pray for anything. But what about the divine plan? Remember that? The divine plan. Long time ago, God made a divine plan. Gave it a lot of thought, decided it was a good plan, put it into practice. And for billions and billions of years, the divine plan has been doing just fine. Now you come along and pray for something. Well, suppose the thing you want isn't in God's divine plan. What do you want him to do? Change his plan? Just for you? Doesn't it seem a little arrogant? It's a divine plan. What's the use of being God if every rundown schmuck with a $2 prayer book can come along and fuck up your plan?
Yeah, listen, about the divine plan, it's exactly the same in Islam too. People think that God wrote everything since the beginning of time, and that everything is going on plan, you know? Everything is written for you. You have, and also in the same time, they tell you have free will, which is interesting, okay? Because it doesn't match up. No. Like, if you actually think about it, if it's a divine plan and it's exactly what God says is going to happen to you, is going to happen to you, how can you have free will? I just can't understand it whatsoever. And this is like maybe one of the first questions I kept asking myself, and it was like, what's going on? Like, how does this happen?
And here's something else, another problem you might have. Suppose your prayers aren't answered. What do you say? Well, it's God's will. Thy will be done. Fine. But if it's God's will and he's going to do what he wants to anyway, why the fuck bother praying in the first place? Seems like a big waste of time to me. Couldn't you just skip the praying part and go right to his will? It's all very confusing. So to get around a lot of this, I decided to worship the sun. But, as I said, I don't pray to the sun. You know who I pray to? Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci. First of all, I think he's a good actor, okay? To me, that counts. Second, he looks like a guy who can get things done. Joe Pesci doesn't fuck around. Doesn't fuck around. In fact,
I agree, Joe Pesci doesn't fuck around at all. And I think, yeah, he can get things done. Yeah, this is Joe Pesci. Come on, we're talking about a guy who can and deliver to his promises, I guess. Yeah, doesn't.
In fact, Joe Pesci came through on a couple of things that God was having trouble with. For years, I asked God to do something about my noisy neighbor with the barking dog. Joe Pesci straightened that cocksucker out with one visit. It's amazing what you can accomplish with a simple baseball bat. So I've been praying to Joe for about a year now. And I noticed something. I noticed that all the prayers I used to offer to God and all the prayers I now offer to Joe Pesci are being answered at about the same 50% rate. Half the time I get what I want, half the time I don't. Same as God, 50-50. Same as the four-leaf clover and the horseshoe, the wishing well and the rabbit's foot. Same as the mojo man. Same as the voodoo lady who tells you your fortune by squeezing the goat's testicle. It's all the same, 50-50. So just pick your superstition, sit back, make a wish, and enjoy yourself. And for those of you who look to the Bible for moral lessons and literary qualities, I might suggest a couple of other stories for you. You might want to look at The Three Little Pigs. That's a good one. Has a nice, happy ending. I'm sure you'll like that. Then there's Little Red Riding Hood, although it does have that X-rated part where the big bad wolf actually eats the grandmother, which I didn't care for, by the way. And finally, I've often always drawn a great deal of moral comfort from Humpty Dumpty. The part I like the best, all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. That's because there is no Humpty Dumpty and there is no God. None, not one, no God, never was. In fact, I'm gonna put it this way. If there is a God, may he strike this audience dead. See, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Everybody's okay. All right? Tell you what. I'll raise the stakes. I'll raise the stakes a little bit. If there is a God, may he strike me dead. See, nothing happened. Oh, wait, got a little cramp in my leg. And my balls hurt. Plus, I'm blind. Oh, now I'm okay again. Must have been Joe Pesci. God bless Joe Pesci. Thank you all very much. Joe bless you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah. That was amazing. That was fucking awesome. I know, like I tried. Alright. Yeah, that was really funny. That was really amazing. Guys, to be honest, you know, like, it's not only God. You know, for me, spirituality, the idea of having a spirit, or like meditating for spiritual reasons, or like spirituality in the same, like in the whole fucking idea of spirituality, like ghosts, spirits, all of these things, they don't really, nah, I don't do that, you know, genies and what the fuck, no, don't, like, if you want to convince me that there is something spiritual, come to me with scientific proof. Nothing else will ever actually convince me. I don't know. Or like show it to me. Like, that's it. I want to see it. Like, if you show me, hey, here's God. Oh, alright, yeah. I will believe you 100%. But don't just tell me, like, you know, go read a book that it's like 4,000 or 5,000 years ago. And, like, you know, and just look when I don't know how people take this seriously. See, oh my God, they keep telling you, oh, it's in the Bible, so it's true. No. Like, anybody can fucking write a Bible. I'm going to write a Bible. That's it. You know, guys, donate in the link down below. I'm going to write a Bible for all of us, for our cult or our religion. Let's start a religion. Okay. On that note, it's getting too far. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe and smash that like button, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.
That's my best friend. That's my best friend.